Joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And Doris, when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake, and when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing. Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
Outside, Brown. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
You have to have the ability to force the defense to commit one way or the other. Jaylen Brown's aggressiveness does just that.
And so he hits both. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
And here are the Bulls now, following the bucket by the Knicks. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Capella. Kicks it to George. Pass to Brown. Goes up again. It's George with the drive. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Jaylen Brown has improved as a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
Outside Murray. Back to Doncic. Lopez, the screen. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
George outside. Pulls up, high post. The Knicks with the rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Out to the wing. And it's Murray off the drive.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Here's George. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started. Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. Both of 5.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Inside. Randle can't hit.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
For 3, George. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Randle. And too long on the shot.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length. Athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
But Jimmy Butler is one of those guys whose work ethic seems to permeate an entire organization. There's the competitive spirit, the will to win. Those things always resonate with his teammates.
And that one's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. New York trailing. Doncic outside. The drive by Murray. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Wright. And stolen by Murray. Doncic left side. Fires the three. Paul George pulls down the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. George has got 12 points in the game. And Doncic puts up a deep three. And it's Chicago with a board. George left side. Brown inside. He's off on that one. And New York the other way now.
Oh, guys, the city of Chicago is used to the highest standard. The shadow of those Michael Jordan teams still looms large.
Okongwu with the bucket.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside, Brown. Boucher on the screen. Back to Wright. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Outside, Brown. No luck on that one. Good D by Murray. It feels like once you get a taste of winning, you never want that to end, Grant.
But the reality is, for most franchises, it does end for long periods of time. I hope the fans do appreciate this current Bulls team. There's something to be proud of.
They get it again. Here's Capella.
Yeah, offensively, Capella's game is grabbing offensive boards. You have to put a body on him.
Murray for three. Paul George pulls down the board. Chicago leading. To the paint. Here's Brown. Randall with some nice D. And here's Doncic. Randall inside. Outside for Butler. Puts up a three. Another shot. Pass to Randall. The 15-footer. Here's Doncic. And finally they hit one. Doncic has gotten his second bucket of the game.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. George for three. Pure from three-point range.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. George. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Chicago. He dropped 3 threes in that. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
And here's New York now. It's a 3-point game. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on. Okongwu, no good. Here's Brown. Barton pulls it in. Outside Gallinari. Pass to Okongwu. Second chance effort. Oh, McGee with the block. It's Brown on the wing. Down low. Barton with it. Now guarded by Brown. Here's Okongwu. Gallinari for 3. Hauled in by Brown.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And the shot's good by Wiggins.
Well, he's got the wide shoulders, the natural balance. Andrew Wiggins taking the hit and finishing.
Outside Gallinari. He buries it. From 3.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, finishing with confidence. Wiggins getting a great understanding for this game.
Here's Barton. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on JaVale McGee. Across the league, we've seen a lower number of free throw shots per game. Doris, has that stuck out to you?
I think we've all noticed it, certainly, Brian. And there was a long stretch of time where the rules tilted heavily in favor of the offensive player. I think now the league is trying to get back to a happy medium where the physicality is allowed to just go up just a touch, and I think it's 100% appropriate.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Wiggins. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Barton. Going inside. And he slams it in one-handed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Wiggins from long range. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Back to Beverly. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Checking in for the Knicks.
Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
Here's McGee. Wiggins outside. Rebounded by Lopez. New York trailing. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, he certainly gives them a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you.
And we know that when Dennis Smith Jr. is playing to his strengths, this guy is an effective player. The key for him moving forward is he's got to find a way to be consistent.
Pass to Wiggins. Rejected by Lopez.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Murray. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Murray's got 11.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
For three, Smith. And they'll get another chance. Wiggins with it. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And it's laid in by McGee. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. So both teams making some changes here. Minute 32 left in the second period. Pass to George. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Now George. He's got 17. Wiggins right side. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Wiggins got 13 points now in the quarter.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Range the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Wiggins outside. Rejected by Lopez. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Substitution for the Bulls, Chris Boucher.
Clock is at 3. Here's George. And it's blocked by Butler.
There are times on the defensive end where Jimmy Butler is locked down. He wants to send it back with the block, and he does exactly that.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Murray. There's the drive.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
And here's Brown for 3. Randall pulls down the board.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Lopez, the screen.
You can see Luka Doncic has the body, the handle, the footwork, and the savvy to draw fouls. That is nicely done.
He does not get the second one.
3 shots.
And he nails the third. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Bulls. They lead by a bucket. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
40.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Pass to George. Brown inside. And the layup falls. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, this is what they love seeing from Jaylen Brown. The aggressiveness down near the cup. This guy's attitude, tremendous.
Now here's Lopez. Guarded by Capella. And Lopez gets it to go.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Pass to Wright. And here's Boucher. Checked by Randall. And here's Wright from the arc. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And here's Brown for 3. 6 to shoot. Over Murray.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger. And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
This for the tie. It doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that's a foul called on Delon Wright. That's his first foul. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
Here's Doncic. And stolen by Boucher. George with it. Checked by Murray. Crossed up to deep perfectly. George has got 19 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Doncic launches from deep. And they get it back. Randall on the screen. From deep three-point range. That shot off. And it's Chicago the other way.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
Brown can't hit. New York trailing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, Doncic is never shy from three-point opportunity. You give him a window, he will take it.
It's George on the wing. He's got 19. And the jam by George.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Brown inside. Right outside. From downtown. Buries it from 3. Wright's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Randall on the screen. Back to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Again, Doncic missing. Chicago leading. Here's Brown. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. And here are the Knicks now. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Brown. Sinks the tray. Randall's got 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Brown in the high post. 6 points for him. And he banks in the layup. The Browns got 4 points now in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Doncic. Here he goes. And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Back to George. Pass to Capella. Second shot opportunity. Doncic pulls down the board. And here's New York now. They kick it out to Murray. Deflects the pass. Now a timeout called by New York.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
And the Knicks making a change here. And here are the Knicks now. Here's Doncic. He takes it in. That shot is off. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. George with it. Picked up by Gallinari. Kicks it out to Clark. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Butler with a steal. Doncic left side. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Greg.
Well, he will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in.
We have learned in a very brief period of time that there is absolutely nothing on a basketball court that Luka Doncic can't do. He is no doubt amongst the very big-time superstars in this league.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today. Lock into what we have to do and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that.
Ask any of the elite defenders in the NBA, and they'll tell you Doncic is one of the toughest to guard. He's got size. He's got skill. He can get downhill. He mixes his pace. So much to contend with when you're dealing with Luka Doncic.
Great effort to track down the long rebound.
On the take. And Doncic with the jam.
Well, Luka Doncic, because he understands windows of opportunity, has the footwork and the change of pace. The drive is easy for the Don.
Pass to Wiggins. .29 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Shots win the cold streak.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. With the crossover. Back to Doncic. To the left wing. Here's Okongwu. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish. The layup. Okongwu's got 6.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
And so it's New York, leading by 6. As
The Knicks, 61.
well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Knicks with the lead. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Monte Morris. Chicago timeout call. On your feet, fans, it's time for your Chicago Love.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He was really urging them to stay after it, saying, quote, "We're right there, guys. Keep playing for one another, and let's take this game." Bringing the inspiration. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Okongwu, no good.
You have to love that effort, getting after the basketball, fighting for a possession.
Here's Smith. Rejected by Okongwu. Up top, Morris. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Well, the pump fake by Danilo Gallinari gets that defender to bite, and now he gets to the free throw line.
And no luck that time either.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
Wiggins for three. The shot won't fall. So New York will take it the other way now. To the inside. Here's Powell. Tries again. And the bucket is good from McGee in deep.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Picked up by Okongwu. Barton outside. There's the three. And they recover it. Pass to Okongwu. Goes back up. And there's the call on Dennis Smith. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
To the middle. Tries again. Okongwu, no good. Chicago trailing here. Wiggins from long range. It's rebounded by Morris. And so it's New York with it. Out left to the wing. McGee with a double team. Pass to Barton. To the paint. Here's Morris. The kick out to Barton. Just 5 on the clock. The three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Wiggins outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And I think Andrew Wiggins is a great example of how positions have changed. Came into the league playing a lot of the 2. Now we see him at times playing a bunch at the 4.
And for Wiggins, he'll play the stretch 4 at times. Grant, he's extremely versatile.
And B.A., that shows just how the game has evolved. Wiggins is a traditional small forward, but we've seen that push to small ball, shifting Andrew to the 4 and even the 5 during stretches.
Here's Wiggins. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, the quickness to beat you inside, Wiggins possesses that in spades.
The Knicks making a switch here. And Wiggins drops them both. And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
Here's McGee. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Pass to Barton. Randall outside. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
4th team foul.
Here's Murray.
Checking in for the Knicks.
The kick out to Barton. And now we've got an intentional foul. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Here's Brown inside. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Substitution on the court.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. They grab their own miss. Wiggins, no good.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Outside Murray. Back to Lopez. Takes it inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Knicks lead by 6.
I tell you, when Lopez is driving, get out of the way. No one tries to stop the slashing 7-footer.
Timeout called. The Bulls.
Welcome to the party. Your Chicago Bulls.
And the Bulls making a change here. And so here is Chicago. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Brown. Right outside. Pass to George. From deep. No good there. And New York will come the other way.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Murray for 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the 3. And it's a 9-point New York lead.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Back to George. Can they get it? And the slam dunk by Capella.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Pass to Randall. Here's Butler. The shot off that time. Excellent D there from Capella. Here's Brown. Can't hit from in close. 1:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's George. Good work defensively by Lopez.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now here's Doncic. From deep three-point range. And again, New York with the triple.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Knicks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Luka Doncic.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
Pass to George. Fires for 3. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, New York. Doncic outside. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.